This is my week 5 coding assignment. First, we're going to start out with our interface logger. Pretty much this is just our blueprint, telling the rest of our program what we want done, like what our end goal is. So we have our methods, we have public void methods, we have log with a string and a public void method error with this string. Then we move on to asterisk logger. It's going to implement logger, and pretty much this is going to give us instructions for how we want the methods to be carried out. So with the log method in this class, um, pretty much what we did here is we're going to have string s from logger, and it's going to print out three asterisks, a string, and then three asterisks. Again, for simplicity, I initialized a variable called string B with three asterisks, for cleaner code. And then with the error method with string E, we did pretty much the same thing. We did, with the help of Michael, we tried a couple of things, and pretty much what I thought was the best, most efficient way for a clean code was this, where it's string M equals B. So going back to B up here, string M equals B plus error with a space plus E, which is going to be that E string that the user will input, and then another B. And then we have string L, and pretty much this is going to give us this really long method here. And in order for it to, be able to give us what we want, and give it the adaptability and flexibility of whatever the user is going to put in, we used the dot repeat m dot length methods, um, and that is what's going to be able to help us keep the structure of this method pretty much. Um, Then we have our spaced logger class. It's also implementing logger. We have the same methods, same strings and everything, but we're using for loops to cycle through each character and insert a string or a space in between each character in the string. So this for loop, it's going to start at 0, increment, and then it's going to put in I, or int I basically, and a space. So what we noticed was that after that loop, though, we needed to have another space after it for the formatting, just in order to, keep in line with our goal. And then we have our error method with this string as well. And so it's going to print out error first, and then we have another loop where it's going to, be at length, increment, and then still print out that space. So it's, pretty much identical as above, but just going to be two different strings. And that's how we're able to get this result over here. And then we have our main method class. So pretty much this is this is going to be what the user is going to see and, be able to implement these or substantiating the classes and their methods and put in that user input that we're looking after. And then just to kind of show versatility of the code, um, I could pretty much change the input to anything, and it's going to change the length of the character format down here. So that's what I mean by that versatility of those methods that we used. Or we can do something like this, and it's still going to change with the input. So yeah, that's my coding assignment. Thank you.